Namaskar viewers, I'm AKC and back with series 3 of Imitable Success Stories. Thanks a lot for your continued viewership, suggestions and feedback. They are very valuable and that helps me realign my thought and what kind of success story I should bring in. So thanks for that. Keep it continuing. What I will do today is recap series 2, which was more in terms of common approach or 6 steps of the common approach. So I'll just recap that and then I will share 5 success stories which we are going to cover in this series 3. These 5 are 3 from project execution and 2 are related to organization and people. Okay, so let's see what's there in store in series 3. But before that, let's recap series 2. So series 2 was focused on common approach, the 6 steps of the common approach. And I've tried to put acronyms so that it becomes easy to remember. ASK-AKC, which is Ask AKC. So first two helps in identifying the underlying problem. So root cause of the problem and also removing the noise, something which is trivial, you can remove that. The next 3 helps in terms of identifying the changes, like knowing from the past, anticipating issues and having some plan for that, and knitting a practical solution. So these are the changes or actions. And the last one, which is coming with the time-bound implementation plan. Once you have all the actions identified, then how to put a level of plan which you can track easily and can show progress at a regular interval. So these are the 6 steps. Now when you apply these 6 steps, there are different tools or method which you can apply for that, and this is what we had seen in series 2, how it were used. Like for example, for RCA you can use 5Y or fishbone diagram. We had used in the example it was 5Y. And then Pareto, which is used to segregate the significant ones from the trivial many, right? So that's also called 80-20 rule. So that these two will help in terms of identifying underlying and also selecting the real underlying issues to work on. The next one, Red Book, was to look back in terms of the past and pick up things from there. Issues prediction, simple Excel kind of a approach where you can identify what could go wrong and then have some workaround to sort it. The brainstorming as well as diverging and converging, these are the 2 methods which is applied to get people contribute and coming up with solutions of the problem and identifying that. And finally, again, a simple Excel sheet could be used for coming up with a plan, or you can use even MPP for that, which is your quarterly plan, monthly plan, 6-yearly plan, you break it down and all. So this is what we had talked and we had seen, how it was applied in all the cases, as part of series 2 I talked about it, but those stories were in series 1 as well. Okay, now let's move on to what we are expecting in series 3. So series 3, we will have 5 success stories. 3 of them are related to engagement or client engagement, or it could be project, services, a combination of that. And next 2 are related to organization and people. Now the 3 which we will see in this series, the first is a new engagement which started from scratch. This is for a client which have been in the industry for a long time and had a huge mix of technology and skills. So how did we start on that, and what are the things which we did to make sure that the engagement progresses effectively going forward without any major issues. So that's what we'll see out here. The second one is related to another new engagement, but this is related to a client with whom we were working for the first time, and it was also in a country where we had absolutely no presence. So the challenge for us was to how to establish ourselves in that particular country, and what are the things which we can do. We had to face a lot of challenges, and some of them we were able to manage it. So you will see if this kind of scenario was there, how you handle those local environmental issues. The third one is related to another new engagement, which we started in a particular stream, the testing stream to be precise. But then we needed to expand into other areas and we were struggling there. So we took some steps which helped in terms of taking it forward. Again, we will use the same that common approach, that 6-step common approach in all these three which I talked about, and you will see how it is applied. The fourth case is related to an organization structure, and we all see this kind of a challenge coming again and again. It's a conflict happening between the different groups or different BUs within the same company, and many times this kind of creates more problem than handling a client, right? So these internal things becomes a little more challenging because people have loyalty to their own departments, right, their own group. And when you have a matrix organization, sometimes it becomes very difficult to control the actions and outcome from certain people. So we did face this challenge, and I will share one success story in terms of how we handle it. And finally, the last success story is related to a senior member who was excellent in terms of delivering the project management and other work, right? But then he had some medical scenarios where he was not able to carry it forward, and he needed to move into a new area. He wanted to get into something where he can possibly have little more pressure, a little less pressure compared to what he was already into, and that's the one which we'll see out here. So moving from a project stream into an individual contributor stream, and how we help that person to do that. Okay, so these are the 5 stories. Again, the approach will be same. We will go with the common approach, applying those 6 steps, and then finally I'll share in terms of what solutions we brought in and what changes we implemented and what were the outcome as a result of that. Okay, so looking forward to have your views and suggestions as always, and your input will continue to help me in terms of finding the next set of story and what I should cover there. Okay, so thanks for watching, and looking forward to have a good input coming out from all of you. Bye bye.